Hey guys, I'm in the middle of cleaning my room, and then I realized I wouldn't have time to make a video if I finish. So, hey, we're gonna just be going over how I do a bunch of my weird, like, ear candy kind of stuff. This was a suggestion in my server and from a few of my friends in that server in a DM. You get the point. If you want to join the Discord server, the link is in the description. If you want to pick up the merch, it's also beneath the description. More designs are coming soon, but anyway, without wasting any more time, let's just get right into it. So a absolutely fine fellow on Instagram has asked me how I get this kind of effect on my palm mutes. Basically how when I palm mute it sounds like it goes in and swells back up. That's really simple and easy to do, and I'll show you. So at least in Reaper, the way I do it, so I just made 2 more tracks here. So I take the chug and I'll find like the middle point, copy paste down into there, item settings, reverse active take, drag it over just so it's more in time. And once you have that pushed over, you can hear how it's like boom, swells back up. And that's basically just how I'm doing that. I'm not doing anything crazy or special. It's just, it took me a while to figure that out too. I don't know why. Another thing that I have been searching for extensively, but I haven't been able to find anything on YouTube, ring mod. I know when it's used. I know the general idea of using ring mod, but when it comes to figuring it out, there's nothing, absolutely nothing. And I hate it. And I'm gonna fix that right now. So you know, in like every Thal song in the world, when they do like those really screechy high note riffs, I'm really good at explaining. It's basically ring mod. It's really hard to find a decent ring mod plugin. I know there's one in the Mic Stringer plugin. I could not get it to work, but I found a free one from Kilo Hearts. It's free as long as you want to sell your data to them and make an account, but that's beside the point. So with the Kilo Hearts ring mod, it makes it extremely easy. You can see I was automating it here, but all you're doing with this one is just picking the frequency, and that's pretty much it, to be honest. I can show you this section over here where I switch it on and off pretty frequently. I'll go ahead and turn off the plugin, and then I'll just play it again with it, and you'll see exactly what it's doing. Compared to and so basically how I dial this is, one, I just kind of looped a section with the soloed guitar, and from there I just messed with the frequency to literally just until I felt like it sounded cool. So it starts pretty high, so it might be a little too high pitched, so I just turn it down a bit. Anyway, you get the point. And the reason I like that specific plugin and why I recommend you sell your data to that company by making an account and getting it for free is because it's the only one that I found that has just the simplicity of a single knob, and it sounds sick. That's it. And again, you can use that for the really screechy bits in Thal. You can use that for how I did it here, where it sounded cool, but I wanted it to have a more unique feel. Easy ring mod. Another really kind of ear candy thing I like to do is I'll add a lot of these reverse swells, or these little and I just automated the volume in very random ways. The part without it, it sounds cool. Even with the little ambient guitar in the background, I felt like it was still kind of empty. And so rather than adding another lead or something more complicated, I just took this and just literally split it up, and it sounds sick. And so all together, and you can see that I even used the ring mod on that one there because I wanted it to be a little bit different from this part over here, where again, without this little reverse swell, it sounds sick, but it's a little bit empty. Compared to And so that's another thing I really love to do, especially when it comes to just trying to make some ear candy. You can't go wrong with that. And one other thing that was actually suggested to me from someone in my Discord server that would make this song even better, which would go perfect in this video, ear candy, panning. The way you pan stuff can really affect how the song is perceived, the part is perceived, how it's sitting in the mix. And I take great and undeniable inspiration from Humanity's Last Breath when it comes to panning, and I'll show you here. Instead of having these little mutes here in stereo, you can literally just at random take them out and it'll immediately make it sound a little bit more interesting. This section is going to be panned different, and the section after is going to be unaffected, and you'll see what I mean when I say it's a little more interesting. And so as you can see, that maybe didn't sound as cool. However, you can split them down the middle just like that and have them be all in different little spots just like that. So it just feels a little more filled out. And you can really see just splitting them up down the middle like that, just making it kind of just chaotic and random. It sounded so cool, and I'm actually going to keep that now. And so yeah, like a lot of what I do in music and a lot of what I do when I write or when I make a mix or when I help someone produce a track, I just experiment with just really weird random things just like that. It's kind of hard to get into that headspace at first, especially with when I started. I would really struggle a lot when it comes to just adding that kind of stuff. But I think the key to actually achieving what I'm doing here or what you want to do in your applications is get the mindset of, I'm not writing a song right now, I'm sound designing. And I know that's not like a groundbreaking that's not groundbreaking advice. Think of it as if you're sound designing the part rather than writing a riff or trying to complete a song. If you think of it as in the perspective of, I'm doing literally anything I can, no matter how obscure, to enhance the part, it's going to work out. And if it doesn't work out right away, it does take a bit of practice, but it will work out. It's the same when it comes to how I write riffs. I'll make a cool drum pattern, I'll put a chug on the kick drum, and the spaces between the kick drum where that hits, it's entirely fair game. Whatever I want to do, no matter how weird, no matter how whatever it may be, it just comes out great, in my opinion. One more thing I did want to go over is how I fill out space in my mix, aside from just the random noises and sounds. So you'll hear in this track, in the background, there's a constant, whether it be a more clean sound or a more distorted sound, it's going to have some sort of ambience filling in the gaps. So in the intro in particular, it's a more clean, it's still distorted, but like it's just a regular 2-note pattern, and it's very uninteresting. However, if I take it away from the song, as opposed to it's immediately more interesting. And I did the same exact thing down here, and you can see that there is sections that I do cut it off so it's entirely silent, just so it has more impact when the song does come back. So like over here, I'll play it solo. And if I take this away from the song, as opposed to immediately better, at least in my opinion. So yeah, it's a bit of a different video today. It's more about songwriting than mixing, but I hope you liked it. I hoped you liked it. Yeah, good job, Blake. If you want to join my Discord server, once again, link is in the description. If you have any suggestions going forward, let me know in the comments, Instagram, Discord, wherever. I'm always listening, always reading the comments, even the painful ones. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.